Another Reavers road trip. More Iowa Western roadkill. Killing it at Titan Stadium, if you could call it that. Hey, whatever you want to call it, the Reavers men's and women's soccer teams knock it around for the Nationals. Another step to state. AL hammers it home. LC climbs the stairs. Lewis Central home sweet home. Away from home for the Saints, but still lights out. Hey, lights, cameras, action for the Iowa Western wrestling team. It's a challenge. Not so for the Reavers baseball team. 3 rings to fall back on.
Hi, this is Jim Duggan, head football coach at Lewis Central High School, and the Bluffs Sports Zone starts right now.
Hello, I'm JJ Davis, and welcome to the latest edition of the Bluffs Sports Zone. Now, broken record time. The Iowa Western football juggernaut just rolls on as the top-ranked Reavers take the fort. Here's IWTV student Jake Wright.
Road game coverage brought to you by Jenny Edmondson Sports Medicine.
Iowa Western travels to Fort Scott, Kansas to run with the Greyhounds. First quarter. Third play of the game, Tay Bender
will throw down the middle
to Taj Williams. To the house, 60-yard pass play. Williams finishes with 138 yards on 12 catches. Iowa Western up 7-0. Second quarter. The home team driving, but
your side looking down the field, looking, and he'll throw to the end zone. It's going to be
intercepted by Charlie Rogers. Iowa Western holds Fort Scott to a total of 172 yards of offense. Start of the third. The visitors keep it on the ground.
Breaks into the open field. Devontae down the sideline.
The sophomore totals 152 yards on 12 carries as the Reavers chew past the Greyhounds 23-5.
We're 10-0. You know, a victory. It's 10 straight weeks now. We've been in a physical battle, and you know, just proud that our guys made enough plays as poor as we played to win the game.
We just had to focus more. It was a lot of mental errors we had in the first quarter, first half. We just had to pick up on those, and as you see, it worked out a little bit.
Well, we're going to enjoy this one, you know, on the bus ride home and get back to work tomorrow and, you know, look at the film and see what, you know, where we need to correct some things.
The Reavers with a clean sweep in the Jayhawk Conference. For the Bluff Sports Zone, I'm Jake Wright.
Thanks, Jake. Now, it wasn't pretty, but they won, and that's all that matters. Devontae makes them pay once again. Carries the rock just 12 times, but for 152 yards, including that 62-yarder. Now, big play offense continues with Taj Williams over 100 yards again, including that 61-yard strike. Now, the D side on the field for 87 plays or just under 40 minutes, but still comes through. Holds the nation's leading rusher to under 100 yards and gives up under 200 total. Iowa Western makes it a clean sweep of the big, bad Jayhawk Conference. Now, one game stands between the Reavers and their second national championship game in 3 years. Now to the high school playoffs. You want to get to the Dome? All you got to do is win 3 games in 10 days. That's it. Now, the first round kicked off with 2 old buddies from Council Bluffs. Here's IWTV student Matt Coram.
Lewis Central opens the playoffs at home against Abraham Lincoln. Picking things up in the second quarter, Titans up 14-0. Quarterback Austin Simmons keeping it himself. The senior makes the defense pay to a tune of a 49-yard score. Home team leads at 21-0. Closing seconds of the half. Number 14 again sneaks through the line of the Lynx, and he is gone. 97 yards later, it's 28-0. Simmons racked up 227 yards of total offense. LC rolls AL 42-0. Offense probably the best I've seen it. Is that a focus, a testament to the coaches, or just the players' focus? Maybe you guys finally actually hitting your stride as a team?
I think it's both. The coach had a great game plan coming in, and we just executed it really well tonight.
I think, yeah, a little bit before the game, got a little bit challenged, you know. and the guys answered the bell on that one, you know. But we're also hitting our stride a little bit and just trying to keep that rolling in next week.
We just move on, win and move on. Okay, that's all we care about right now. The style of the game, the quality of it, it doesn't matter at this point. You just want to win and move on and see what happens.
Lewis Central racks up 84 points and 2 wins over AL this season. For the Bluffs Sports Zone, I'm Matt Corum.
Thanks, Matt. Now, a trio of area volleyball teams just a couple of wins away from the promised land. But first, does Austin Simmons and the Titans take the next step? When we come back.
For more than a quarter century, thousands of Southwest Iowa athletes have relied on this team, Jenny Ed Sports Med. Their sole focus is to prevent, diagnose, and treat your sports injury. They even partner with the surgeons at Ortho West, ensuring you get your own exclusive roadmap back to action. Methodist Jenny Ed Sports Med invites all Southwest Iowa athletes to its free walk-in clinic, open every Saturday morning, August through October. Jenny Ed Sports Med.
Everybody has a dream. Mine was to see the ocean. And with a little help, I made it.
This portion of the Bluffs Sports Zone is brought to you by Toby Jack's Mineola Steakhouse, serving customers with dine-in, catering, takeout, banquet room, and more. Toby Jack's Mineola Steakhouse, home of the Thursday night taco ride.
Second round of the playoffs 2 years ago. The Titans, led by then sophomore quarterback Austin Simmons, passed by Carroll at Titan Stadium. Now 2 years later, second round on the road. This is it for Austin and the other now seniors. No more next year. Got to lay it all on the line.
Road game coverage brought to you by Ginny Edmondson Sports Medicine.
Lewis Central lands an Ankeny averaging 44 points a game in its last 5 wins. Second quarter, there he goes. Austin Simmons, a 68-yard burner. The visitors grab a 14-7 lead. But the Hawks tie it. Riley Newberg cuts it up. The senior finishes with 184 yards on the ground. QB Cole Whitaker sneaks it in. Home team 21-14 at the break.
It's all yours. Go out and get it. It's yours.
The Titans fired up, but then comes the first play of the second half. Josh Davis is gone. A 95-yard kick return for a touchdown, 28-14. LC quarterback Austin Simmons picked off very next play. Sets up Riley Newberg for the score, 35-14. Now Lewis Central blocks a punt. Simmons, who scrambles for 128 yards, then punches it in. But the Titans D, no answer for the Ankeny ground game. The Hawks rack up 392 yards. Cole Whitaker breaks loose for 184. Ankeny ends LC's year winning 42-28.
We just made some bad judgment, you know, and we just didn't play up to the way we had played.
Months from now, years.
Probably one of the toughest things I've ever done in my life. One of the biggest hardships, being around a group of guys for basically my whole life and then have to depart. One of the toughest things I ever had to do.
You know, it's disappointing, you know, to go out on a loss, but, you know, I've had a lot of fun throughout my years here, and I hope we set the tone for the following years to come.
Give him a hand. LC ends another great run at 9-2.
Nice.
The second season's in full bloom all over the place. How about the Iowa Western soccer teams? The reigning national champs run straight into the regional tournament. Here's IWTV student Cole McElfee.
At Whitfield, and number 2 Iowa Western look to find its groove heading into an intense postseason. The Reavers take on 18th ranked Dakota County Technical College. Scoreless until Whitfield saves the day in the 62nd minute. The freshman from Staten Island on the rebound for Nick Melville. Whitfield with the 6th goal of the year. Iowa Western shuts out the Blue Knights 1-0.
If we go into the game and execute our game plan, our press and do what we have to do, I'm pretty sure we'll go far. And I don't think anybody has the mental toughness that we have, and I don't think anybody's as disciplined as us. When we're on our day, nobody can beat us. So I think we have the confidence to go far.
Be an interesting game against Iowa Central. They're tough. Obviously, they beat us the first time this year, and they had a forfeit. I didn't think we were ever out of that game, so it was one of those games that I think we can win.
With this win, Iowa Western heads over to Des Moines to face Iowa Central for the semifinals. With the Bluffs Sports Zone, I'm Cole McAfee.
Thanks, Cole. Now, the guys and the girls both win their regional semifinal showdowns. So once again, the men and the women in the Region 11 championship game. Here's IDUB TV student Cole McAfee once again, along with fellow student Nicole Hedgecock.
The men of Iowa Western head into the regional finals against Iowa Lakes. 10 minutes in, Kai Fernandez with the header. IDUB's up 1-0. The Reavers 14 shots in the first half and 10 in the second. Second half is action-packed. Lakers tie it back up. Andres Blanco uses his head. It doesn't last long. The Reavers' Nick Melville comes in with the cannon. Edward Whitfield, hungry for more. The sophomore extends the lead. Iowa Western managed to grab home field advantage with a 3-1 win.
Had an opportunity to get the goal for the team, and usually have a knack for doing that. We were building towards it for a while there, so when we finally got the chance, I was able to take it and get the goal for the team.
Playing at home is awesome, and so it's awesome. Last time we played a district championship game at home was 2010, and that was our first time going to the national tournament. We've never faced Morton, who will be playing, so it's going to be a challenge because we've not played them before.
The District K Championship will be held at home November 8th. For the Bluffs Sports Zone, I'm Cole McAfee.
Then it's the ladies' turn. Top-ranked Iowa Western lines up against Iowa Central for the District K Championship. Scoreless in the second half, Breanne Richards, 1-time zip. The Reavers go up 1-0. 5 minutes later, the sophomore again. It's 2-0. The reigning national champs, 3 goals in 15 minutes. Celia Jimenez finds the back of the net. Iowa Western trips the Tritons 3-0.
Just a tremendous effort by the team. Stayed committed to our game plan throughout the entire contest. Didn't allow the wind to be a factor in the first half. Did a great job defending winning balls out of the air, and we were just clinical with our finishes.
I'm so ecstatic. Just from this year, it started out with the tie and then barely win to just taking it home immediately.
It's going to be fun going down. Chances that most likely we're going to be number 1 into the tournament again. So the tournament's set up for us to be successful, so we're really excited about it.
Reavers head to the national tournament in Melbourne, Florida, November 17th. For the Bluff Sports Zone, I'm Nicole Hedgecock.
Thanks, Nicole, and thanks, Cole. Now, one season coming to a photo finish, another just getting framed up. But up next, history in the making on the court after the break.
At Council Bluffs Savings Bank, our goal is to help you, your families, and your businesses grow and prosper for generations. We take pride in our community, whether it's volunteering our time or helping individuals, families, and businesses succeed. We provide you with the personal service and attention you deserve. With over 220 years of banking experience, decisions are made locally. We are Council Bluffs people operating at Council Bluffs Bank to help Council Bluffs be a better place to work and live. Council Bluffs Savings Bank, hometown banking, the way it used to be. Member FDIC.
If you store your guns properly, I'll feel safer when I'm playing outside.
Safer when walking home.
I won't have to tell so many family members. I'm sorry.
I won't hear as many scary stories.
And I won't have to tell my kids. This isn't a drill.
Please.
Please, do it for us.
Your family, friends, and neighbors are all counting on you. Never let your gun get into the wrong hands. Remember, always. Lock it up. Visit ncpc.org.
Hey everybody! Heart disease affects 1 in every 3 women in America, but you can fight back. There's no time to lose. Mothers, sisters, daughters, families, and friends, it's time to shout louder, stand stronger, and demand change. Let's go!
To the Batmobile. Dang it.
To the invisible jet!
Dang it.
Together, we can put an end to heart disease. It's time to go red for women. I could use your help. Learn more from the American Heart Association at www.goredforwomen.org.
Your future is here at CBTV. You're in the game. You take the shots. It's your story. The Media Studies program at Iowa Western. Real reality TV starring you. For more information, go to iwcc.edu. I've been saying it all along. Something special going on with the #1 Iowa Western volleyball team. The Reavers have been proving it all year. And soon-to-be mommy, Alicia Williams, and the girls one last hurrah during the regular season. And like all the rest, they make it count. Iowa Western actually loses a few sets, but still wins 2 more matches. Nicole Sanchez finishes with 111 assists in those 2 wins. That's just incredible. Now, the Reavers finish with their best regular season record in school history. Wow. Up next, the regional tournament, November 7th at Lakeland College in Illinois. Well, things are heating up in the high school playoffs. The Missouri River Conference champs, as well as the 7th-ranked team in the state, just 2 wins away. Here's IWTV student Dylan Lindberg.
Abraham Lincoln taking on Sioux City North in the semifinal of the regional tournament. Set 1, Hannah Hennings with the kill. The Lynx starting off with a bang, 2-0 home team. Later in the set, Lauren Kolpitz nails it down. The senior had 12 kills on the night. AL takes the first set 25-5. Set 2, Abraham Lincoln keeps on rolling. Deanna Roth with the flush and one of her 3 kills. Lynx leads 7-2. AL continuing its dominance. Lauren Kolpitz with the ace. Home team cruises and takes the second set 25-12. Set 3, Kolpitz at it again with authority. The Lynx lead 13-5. All Abraham Lincoln in this match. The home team wins set 3 25-11 to sweep the Stars.
Well, we're going to prepare in the areas that we need to improve on. We're going to scout them really well, make sure that we know what we have coming in our competition.
We have to be able to come together as a team and believe that we can do it this year and just come out strong like we did tonight.
The Lynx will play Sioux City East in the regional championship November 4th at Thomas Jefferson. For the Bluffs Sports Zone, I'm Dylan Lindberg. Now with a look at Lewis Central, here's Crystal Herco.
Central serves it up at home against Creston. The Titans and Panthers battle it out for a final spot in the Class 4A Regional Championship. Set 1, senior Reagan Coyle with the kill. LC starts the match off with a 7-0 run. Emily Albertson lays one down, Titans up 11-5. Cassie Larson tips it. Home team takes set 1, 25-16. Reagan Coyle brings the heat in set 2, the senior with one of her 14 kills, LC 13-9. Creston, not ready to give up, tips the ball over. Panthers trail 21-13. Abby Bergston slams one over, adding to her match-high 19 kills. Titans take set 2, 25-20. Set 3, Reagan Coyle finds an open floor. Titans up quickly, 6-3. Abby Bergston with the kill. Lewis Central takes the set and match 25-20.
We played as a team really well and stayed focused the whole time, so that was good. Coming to the middle every time and keeping all that stuff as a team.
And the first set really set the tone. We went up 8-0 and just showed them that we could hit the ball, we could pass the ball, we could serve the ball. It was a good match for us.
The Titans are 1 win away from their first state tournament appearance since 2003. Lewis Central looks to take the final step at Atlantic against ADM on November 4th. For the Bluffs Sports Zone, I'm Crystal Herco.
Thanks, Crystal. And then there's the Saints. Of course, St. Albert been there and done that to state the last couple of years. This year, any different? Here's IWTV student Frank Prazen.
Opening round of district play in Class 2A, Underwood hosts St. Albert. A power failure before the match knocks out the scoreboard and sound system. Flip card juice to keep score. Set 1. Allie Whittingale brings the heat. St. Albert up 3-0. Next up, Chloe Meyer brings the skills. An ace for the Saints, 14-8. Closing in on set number 1, Munger 26 assists to Whittingale, one of her 12 kills. St. Albert wins set number 1, 25-12. Set 2, Emily Mendoni starts off with an ace. Visitors lead 8-5. Senior up again, back-to-back aces, 9-5. Mendoni again, 3 aces in a row. St. Albert takes second set, 25-22. Set 3, Munger, who had 26 assists, to Paige Beacom, Jr. with the kill. Visitors 13-6. Closing in on the match, Whittingale again, 14-6. Grace Whittingale serving for the match. An ace. St. Albert wins the set and match 25-16.
I thought we stuck to our game plan really well. We came in, played aggressive. We knew that they had 2 strong hitters, and it was about taking them out of their system play and having them go to some of their secondary hitters a little bit more.
That we capitalized on every ball, and we came in and we knew we had to get that first set to get the edge on them.
St. Albert season ends 3 nights later. Trainer 3-1 in the regional semifinal, ending St. Albert cheer at 17-12. For the Bluffs Sports Zone, I'm Frank Praise.
Thanks, Frank. Up next, our play of the week. Always tough. Hey, speaking of tough, the Reavers wrestling team whittles it down on the other side.
Schedule your campus visit today. Iowa Western. The world is waiting.
This portion of the Bluffs Sports Zone brought to you by Cutler O'Neill Meyer Woodring family-owned funeral home, serving Council Bluffs in southwest Iowa for over 100 years.
It's that time of year again. Time for a special breed of guys to muscle and technique their way into the spotlight. The Iowa Western wrestling team is set to launch a new season. But first up, challenge matches. I always hated challenge matches. Who's going to be the guy? Well, here's our guy, IDUB TV student Drake Curry.
20 guys wrestle off to earn their spot on the 2014 Iowa Western wrestling team. Third period for 125-pounders, Dylan Schulte takes down Ariel Dominguez, freshman from Montana, wins by major decision 14-2. 133 pounds first period. Place 9 is working Wilfred Sherbano, the freshman from Missouri, with the pin. In all, the fans take in 10 matches. Early first period at 141 pounds, Oscar Ramirez gets the takedown over Keon Mayo, and the freshman from Esterville gets the pin. Now to the heavyweights. Freshman Travis Guson and returning sophomore Eric Carello square off. Travis gets the early takedown. The freshman from Ohio ends up with an early first period pin.
I thought the guys looked pretty good. I mean, I see a lot of little things we need to work on, but I think we've seen a great deal of improvement from when they got here to this point. I think we have a lot of potential. Potential's a scary word because you never know where that's going to go. But we've got a good group of hard-working kids who do a lot of extra things, and that are buying in.
I feel like we're a family, and that's what makes us stronger. I feel like we have so many good kids, even the ones who don't start.
The Iowa Western Wrestling team kicks off its season at the Iowa State Open on November 8th. For the Bluffs Sports Zone, I'm Drake Curry.
Thanks, Drake. Now, you know, in all reality, when one season's over, it never really ends. Take the Iowa Western baseball team, for instance. The reigning national champs are currently throwing it around in what's called fall ball. Here's IDub TV student Tyler Derrickson.
Iowa Western baseball heads into the 2015 season coming off the school's third national championship in a 5-year span.
I think it's just the culture of this program throughout the years. It's the identity of the program that leads to what the kids want to be part of. You know, doing the right things, making the right choices, getting to class, getting the grades, putting forth an upper tier effort every day. I mean, I think it's the culture of things.
Don't get your barrel out around. Shortstop Logan Kiefer and the rest practice on perfecting their game so they can repeat as national champions this upcoming season.
It's definitely a grind. It's hard work. It's every day. We don't get many days off. Tuesdays, Thursdays, we got 2 practices a day, lifting 4 times a week, and I'm just really excited to get to playing games with the team.
Right-handed pitcher Keenan Breen has his mind set on what the team needs to do to stay focused this year.
Continuously push ourselves, you know, never be content with anything. Push our teammates, you know, just never really be content.
The #1 Reavers start their campaign on February 19th against Independence Community College. For the Bluffs Sports Zone, I'm Tyler Derrickson.
Thanks, Tyler. Now, it's time for our Play of the Week, brought to you by Buena Vista University. Late first half, Lewis Central backed up to its own 3-yard line by old buddy Abraham Lincoln. And here comes Speedy. Titans quarterback Austin Simmons, a straight line, 97-yard touchdown run. LC smokes the Lynx 42-0. Senior QB Austin Simmons with our Play of the Week. The Play of the Week is brought to you by Buena Vista University. Earn your bachelor's with face-to-face classes right here in Council Bluffs. Wow, that's all I got to say. Wow, a lot of stuff. And the Iowa Western basketball season is tipped off as well. Now, once again, I got to thank the sports media students here at Iowa Western. They have really answered the call. Now, remember to keep it here for more news and information in your community by tuning in to the Council Bluffs News with Marie Zeitner. And so, for this latest edition of the Bluffs Sports Zone, I'm J.J. Davis, and as always, I'll see you around.